Well, what would you do different?
I'd take better care of myself.
Okay.
I would try more things. Like high school, I was really shy and backwards, and I have a few regrets, of not doing certain things. I would go back, and I would be more outgoing. I would be involved in more, clubs, learning things.
I did the same thing. I wasn't involved in nothing.
Me either. I played football, which, that ended up messing up my knee. But, it was an experience. And I didn't play it to my fullest capability because I was always afraid of messing up something.
Right.
Now I look back and like, man, if I had that to do over, I would find somebody and pop them good, even if it was wrong,
Well, is there anybody you wish you'd have beat up?
Oh, my goodness.
I've got some people I wish I'd have whipped.
Yeah.
And if I see them now, I think I'm going to give them a go-around. Some of them are a little bit older down. They're a little bit worse shape than me. And I think I could take them.
I got one in particular.
Neighbors used to beat me up. They had brothers.
Oh.
And you get with one, the rest of them would whip you.
Right, yeah.
They'd whip you.
But you couldn't touch just one. If you did, you had to deal with all of them.
They had to deal with all of them.
They could fight each other all day long.
They'd whip you, but it's good to remember those people.
Yeah. And you can look back, it's like, well, you get to thinking about them, and then you run across them and look at what their situation is compared to what yours is, or and you're like, man, they could be so much worse off.
Right.
And here you are, you've decided to make something of yourself and not going around picking on and beating up people.
Yeah. But still you wish you had. So when we look back and we think about things, okay, I have things that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
A while back I was at a funeral, and this young lady come to me and said, so-and-so wants to talk to you, and she named the girl's name. And I said, because she was an old girlfriend, but I promise you, I thought she was dead. I didn't know she was still alive. And I didn't know if it was maybe a seance or what she wanted to do. But she said, and she waved at me from back, and she come up and started talking to me, her and her husband.
Mm-hmm.
Come up and started talking to me, and I was glad to see her. So anyway, she started talking to me. So he told me, he said, let me tell you what happened to me. We was talking about riding Harleys. And he said, I had a brand new Harley, brought it home. I got my insurance at 9 o'clock that morning, or 12 o'clock that day. The insurance company, I'm a brand new Harley. I was sitting in the front yard. So it's about 3 o'clock that day. He said, I'm sitting out there. We're all talking. I'm sitting on my Harley. And said, it was up about 3 o'clock that evening. He said, she's going to the grocery store. She goes and gets in the truck. She thinks she's got it in drive. She's got it in reverse. And she runs over me and the Harley and tears it all to pieces, totals it. So I had to call the insurance company. He told me the whole story about it. I listened to him a while. And I said, I'm going to tell you something. I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm sure glad you wound up with her instead of me. He just started laughing. I thought to myself, well, I said, what are you going to say in a situation like that?
Exactly.
Who's going to get a motorcycle run over? Not me.
Ooh, no way. That'd be bad.